from our viewers, and it's this whole idea of flat hair. So some of us start with a style earlier in the day, and then by the end of the day, the hair is completely flat. We've got Liz here who's doing the slow turn.
Yeah.
She's going to be our model, and Bill, you're going to give us some tips and tricks for how we can give it some fullness.
Right. It's also, because we're coming into summer, and in many parts of the country it's humid,
yes,
hair drops. If you have curly hair and you live in the West, your hair drops because there's no humidity. So it's really three things that we do as hairstylists. And the most important one is the haircut. We have lots of little tricks in our bag to cut your hair in such a way to create fullness, to encourage your hair to get fuller.
Yeah.
Whether it's texturizing the ends, whether it's layering, whether it's not layering. Sometimes if you've got fine hair and you cut it too short, it just all falls flat and hugs your head.
Right.
So talk to your stylist about any kind of cutting techniques. Color, any kind of highlight, to put texture at your roots, will pop your roots right up. What happens is Liz's hair is all virgin hair, and so the cuticle is closed up tight, so it's slippery. As soon as you put a few highlights in, you rough up the cuticle, we're actually damaging your hair a little bit.
To make it fuller.
We want it, you know what it's like when you put highlights in your hair? It's like having Velcro in your hair.
Right.
It's just like, because the cuticle's open on the highlights, and it makes the silky hair not so soft.
Interesting.
Okay?
Okay.
So now we talk about technique.
Yeah.
So, tail comb. Good old-fashioned tail comb. You know, it's so funny. Women have been trying to get volume in their hair for hundreds of years, and we've always used the same instrument, right?
Yeah.
A tail comb, if you want to get a little pop, and the trick to back combing is always, I've done this before, it's in the wrist. Flat, turn, flat, turn, flat, turn. The hair will stand up. It's not this. Woo!
Yeah.
And then you just got a big old bird's nest on your head, and then you got to try and find, But even,
and then you're combing over the top.
And then you're just combing over the top layers, see? And you get...
You gave it a bump.
You get that little bit of a lift. Now, it's all relative, too. Liz doesn't have sticky, uppy hair, so she's not going to get a big old Amy Winehouse beehive.
Yes.
But, anything is going to be fuller for her because her hair is so close to her head. The other technique, and this is more modern now, is because Liz has done a beautiful job curling her hair with a flat iron. We get volume, we want to expand these curls from underneath. So a bristle brush. Okay. And you just gently back brush the hair from underneath like this. And that is going to take away from the ringlet and create the sexy beachy wave, right?
Nice.
When you kind of open it up. I'm doing one side on purpose just so you can see the comparison.
The difference.
We'll do the other side before you leave.
We'll hook you up.
You won't look crazy at lunch.
So you can back comb it on the outside. You can under sort of comb it on the bottom.
Roots, a tail comb to back comb the roots. Ends for volume. Get a nice big brush, and see you're just sort of going underneath. This is huge. This is really. And then the third product. We've got hair powders. If you've got fine hair and you've got short hair you want lift, good old-fashioned gel mousse setting lotion is the best. Right. But what we're doing now are very light hairsprays. I'll use this one first.
And they are very light these days.
Lovely light hairspray. Pick the hair up, spray, let it fall.
Look at how much volume she's getting on that side.
What we're doing is
awesome.
You're layering the hair with product, with technique. This is a newer concept. This is a dry texture spray, and a lot of companies have this. Happens to be the Moroccan oil one, but many companies have it now. And it's fantastic.
So it's dry texture spray. It's not just a dry shampoo.
It's not a dry shampoo at all. And it's not a hairspray. It's kind of this gray area in between. But this, because look how the hair still moves. Yeah. And we get all that kind of, look at that.
That's very nice.
Oh,
it's
you're
way
good.
Fuller. Way fuller. Very good. So you've got all of these things that you could be using. We all know as you get older as well, sometimes thinning's an issue. Try using some of these as well. And when all else fails, you put in like 10 packs of weave. Right? Like extensions all over the place.
All over.
Look at how thick this is. I bought it at the store. Okay, so really good.
Buy some too.
You can buy some.
I look like,
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about that.